ECOLIFE Conservation is unlike any other organization dedicated to a healthy and sustainable environment. Born of many years' work in many countries around the globe, ECOLIFE began with the understanding that no conservation efforts can succeed without a concern for local people. A commitment to the cultures, beliefs, and basic needs of those people is fully ingrained in everything they do. As a conservation biologist with the world-famous San Diego Zoo, ECOLIFE's executive director Bill Toon developed and coordinated conservation programs in dozens of countries around the world. One project in northeastern Madagascar involved an assay of the plant and animal resources in the forests of the Maswal Peninsula. A strange white person from a strange land, Bill was initially shunned by the indigenous people, but after befriending a small boy named Elian, he was welcomed into the village of Antanambao, where he developed a deep relationship with Elian, his people, and their culture. In March of 2000, northern Madagascar was laid waste by Cyclone Huda. Where forests had been cleared for rice farming, the rivers rose and floods and winds devastated whole communities, including Antanambao. Bill pleaded with conservation groups for funding to assist him in his search for Elian and others, but was uniformly declined because those groups were interested in the protection of nature, not people. Thus was born ECOLIFE Conservation, an organization that broadens the approach of traditional conservation by making it relevant and beneficial to each and every species, including humans, who share a threatened environment. At its launch, ECOLIFE recognized the plight of the monarch butterfly, whose unique and magnificent migration was threatened by deforestation in south-central Mexico. We partnered with Mexican organizations to create a comprehensive program to build fuel-efficient stoves that reduce the destruction of the monarch's forest and enhance the health and safety of the local Mexican people. With success in Mexico, ECOLIFE partnered with organizations in Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda to bring similar technology to people there, helping to protect wildlife species ranging from mountain gorillas to elephants and such people as the Samburu, the Maasai, and the Batwa pygmies. ECOLIFE stoves provide paid work to the locals who build them. They reduce the stripping of firewood from the forest by 70%. They replace ground fires that cause deforming and sometimes fatal burns to children who fall into the fires. And they remove smoke from the air inside homes, smoke that is the #1 environmental cause of illness and death in the developing world.
And it wasn't just about stoves. We would see 8-year-old girls carrying jugs of dirty water home from a river that they shared with dangerous animals like elephants and crocodiles. By installing a simple rainwater catchment system, we were able to remove the animal-human conflict and create a win-win for everyone. I was trained as an endangered species biologist. I spent several years working on a program to save the California condor. But I recognized that in the years we spent trying to save the California condor, literally hundreds of other species disappeared. And they disappeared because their habitats disappeared. And the single largest cause of habitat loss in the world is expanding agriculture. So no real conversation can be had about conservation without a discussion about agriculture.
ECOLIFE has focused on layered agriculture, fish and plants in a closed system called aquaponics, a conservation program that provides food while using 10% of the land and 10% of the water required of traditional farming. Starting with systems for demonstration in classrooms, ECOLIFE progressed to gradually larger outdoor systems with clear commercial applications in water and land-starved communities in the U.S. and abroad. In most traditional conservation work, improving the quality of life of people is incidental if it happens at all. For ECOLIFE, such benefits are intentional. Only by addressing the essential needs of people, food, shelter, and wellness, can we institute real and perpetual conservation. For every Elian, for every Aman, and for every person who affects and is affected by the natural world that surrounds them.